My girlfriend tested me by having her sister kiss me. I pushed her away. When my GF laughed, "You passed," I replied, "You didn't." Then I showed her the 4K video I was secretly recording and sent it to their parents titled, "Your daughter's weird new hobby." I, 30 male, work in data analysis. My job is to find patterns in chaos. I'm good at it. Maybe too good. My girlfriend, Alara, 28, and I had been together for 2 years, living in my condo. I own it. She's not on the lease for about 1. The last few months things had felt off. Not cheating off, but performing off. Too many giggly, hushed conversations with her sister, Maya, 26. Too many weird, loaded questions about loyalty. Alara has a small-time social media presence, and I always felt like I was a supporting character in her main character life. About a month ago, a valuable, to me, collector's edition figurine from my shelf went missing. Alara blamed our cleaner, Maria, a sweet older woman who's worked for me for years. Alara was adamant. I had my doubts. Maria cried when I asked her about it, and I believed her. Alara was angry I didn't fire her. So, I did what a data analyst does. I bought a discreet, high-definition camera and put it on my media console, pointed at the living room. My logic, if something else disappeared, I'd know who the real thief was. I told Alara it was to protect her stuff. She loved the idea. I mostly just let it run. I didn't review it. Until this past Friday. Alara was supposedly at a girls' night. I was on the couch reading. Around 9 p.m., the doorbell rings. It's her sister Maya. "Hey Reese." Alara left her favorite jacket here, just swinging by to grab it, she said, breezing past me. She was wearing a lot of perfume. Sure. I think it's in the closet, I said, not getting up. She didn't go to the closet. She came over and sat on the couch, way too close. "So, Alara's out," she said, leaning in. "Yep, must be lonely, all by yourself." "I'm fine, Maya, just reading." "You're always so serious, so loyal." She put her hand on my knee. I instantly tensed up. "Maya, what are you doing?" "Alara's so lucky," she whispered, leaning in closer. "She doesn't know how lucky she is." And then she went for it. She full-on lunged at me, trying to kiss me. I reacted instantly. I shoved her back hard. She stumbled off the couch. "What the hell, Maya?" I shouted, jumping up. "Are you insane? Get out of my house!" Suddenly I heard a shriek, not from Maya, from my bedroom. The door burst open and Alara ran out, phone in her hand, recording and cackling. "Oh my God, you passed! You passed!" She was screaming, doubled over with laughter. Maya got up, smoothing her shirt, a smug smirk on her face. "Wow, Reese, total choir boy, I almost had you." I just stared. My heart was pounding, but not from passion, from pure, cold rage. Alara was still laughing, pointing her phone at my stunned face. "I can't believe you fell for it. It was a loyalty test, baby. My friends and I planned it, and you passed." She came over to hug me. I put my hand up. "Don't touch me." The laughter died in her throat. "What? Baby, what's wrong? It was a joke." "I heard you, Alara," I said, my voice dangerously quiet. "You said I passed." "Yeah. You didn't." Her smile froze. "What are you talking about? I didn't do anything." "You set this up. You had your sister sexually harass me in my own home. You hid in the bedroom and filmed it for... What? A laugh? Content? You're overreacting," Maya snapped. "It was a harmless prank." "Was it?" I said. I turned and pointed to the small black lens on the media console. "Because I was recording too, in 4K, with crystal clear audio." You could have heard a pin drop. Alara's face went white. What camera?" "The one I installed last month when you lost your bracelet and blamed Maria. Funny thing, I've been meaning to review the footage. I guess tonight's a good time to start." I walked over to the console. Alara lunged for it. You can't film me in my own home." "This isn't your home, Alara. It's mine, and you're no longer welcome here." I blocked her. You're breaking up with me? Over a joke?" she shrieked. "I'm breaking up with you over a malicious, premeditated, and frankly, pathetic setup. You two are disgusting." I pulled out my phone. "I'm downloading the clip from the last 10 minutes. You have until it's finished to pack a bag with your essentials. Get your stuff and get out." "You're a psycho," Maya yelled. "You're kicking her out? She'll get the rest of her things at a later date. Right now, she needs to leave. You both need to leave." Alara burst into tears, the real, ugly kind. "You can't do this. I love you. It was just a stupid test." "And you failed," I said, not looking at her. I was busy on my phone. As they were scrambling, grabbing makeup and chargers, Alara screaming the whole time, I was typing. I pulled the video file. I attached it to a new email. To parents.vance@email.com. Subject, your daughter's weird new hobby. Mr. and Mrs. Vance, Riss here. I thought you should be aware of what your daughters, Alara and Maya, consider a hilarious joke. This footage was captured in my living room approximately 15 minutes ago. I'm sure you'll be as disturbed and disappointed as I am. Alara's things will be at the curb tomorrow. I hit send. What did you do? Alara screamed, seeing the 2-line on my phone. You sent that to my dad? He's a pattern finder too, Alara. Maybe he can figure this one out. I held the door open. Get out. They stumbled out, Alara wailing about how I'd ruined her life. I locked the deadbolt. My phone immediately started vibrating, a call from Mrs. Vance. I ignored it. I went to the kitchen, poured a very large whiskey, and sat down to review last month's footage. I had a feeling the test was just the start. Update 1, it's been 72 hours. I'm running on caffeine and spite. Thank you all for the comments and DMs. It's validating to know I'm not the crazy one here. The explosion was immediate. My phone was basically a brick for 2 hours straight. Dozens of missed calls from Alara, Maya, and their parents. The texts were a masterclass in deflection. Alara, delete that video right now. You are a sick bastard for filming me. My dad is going to sue you. You invaded my privacy. You're a monster. I hope you're happy. You ruined our family. Miss Reese, dear, please pick up. This is a terrible misunderstanding. The girls are just high-strung. Please, let's just talk about this. Call me, immediately. I didn't respond to any of them. I was busy. I'd spent Friday night reviewing all the footage, and oh boy, it was bad. I found the clip of Alara hiding my figurine. I found her practicing for the test with Maya. I found her on the phone with her mom, laughing about how I was so easy to manage. I saved them all. Exhibit A.MP4, Exhibit MP4, Exhibit C MP4. I changed the locks on Friday night. Cost me $250. Worth it. Saturday morning, 10 a.m., pounding on my door. Not a knock. Pounding. I looked through the peephole. Mr. and Mrs. Vance with Alara standing behind them, arms crossed, trying to look angry but mostly looking terrified. I opened the door. Chain on. Mr. Vance, Mrs. Vance. Reese, take the chain off. We need to talk, Mr. Vance said. His voice was tight. No, we don't. I have nothing to say to any of you. Don't you dare be disrespectful, Mrs. Vance snapped. You humiliated my daughters. You sent that vile video to us. What kind of man does that? A man who's been harassed in his own home, Mrs. Vance. What kind of mother raises girls who do that? She reared back like I'd slapped her. He's right, Helen, Mr. Vance cut in. He looked exhausted. Alara, Maya, what they did was indefensible. He tricked them, she cried. He filmed them. He filmed me, I corrected, being assaulted by your daughter, while your other daughter hid and filmed it for giggles. Let's get the facts straight. Alara finally spoke, pushing past her dad. Riss, just delete it, okay? I'm sorry, it was stupid, I get it. Just delete the video and we can talk. You don't have to kick me out. Talk about what, Alara? The test? Or the figurine you stole and blamed on Maria? I found that clip too. Her blood drained so fast I thought she'd faint. Even Mr. Vance looked shocked. What? What figurine? Oh, she didn't tell you. The expensive collector's item that disappeared? The one she insisted the cleaner stole? Yeah, I've got a great 4K clip of Alara hiding it in her own suitcase, 2 days before she noticed it was gone. Guess she was planning to sell it. You liar, Alara shrieked. Am I? I held up my phone. I can airdrop it to your dad right now. Want to watch it as a family? Mr. Vance put his head in his hands. Mrs. Vance just looked at Alara. You found it, right, Alara? You were just putting it somewhere safe? The fact that this was her first assumption told me everything I needed to know about their family dynamic. This conversation is over, I said. I'm packing Alara's things. I'll have them in boxes. You can schedule a pickup time. You have 24 hours, or I'm putting them in storage at your expense. You can't just throw her out, Mrs. Vance yelled. She has rights. She's a tenant. She's a guest, Mrs. Vance. She's not on the lease. She pays no rent. She has no rights here, and her guest status is revoked. I shut the door on their sputtering. But they weren't done. Oh no, that was just Act 1. Yesterday, Sunday, I got a call. Local non-emergency number. Sir, this is Officer Nolan. We're responding to a call at your address. A Miss Alara Vance reported that you are holding her property, including vital medication, and that you've been exhibiting threatening behavior. The dirty tricks had begun. Officer, I am perfectly calm, I said, already walking to the door. My ex-girlfriend is angry I broke up with her. Her property is currently being packed by me. I offered her a pickup time and she declined. Her medication is on the kitchen counter. I've already set it aside. Please, come in. 2 officers. They looked bored. This was a he said, she said domestic call. So, she's saying you locked her out and are holding her stuff, Officer Nolan said. I did lock her out. I broke up with her and she doesn't live here. I'm packing her belongings as we speak. She also said, and this is the weird part, that you filmed her without her consent. I almost smiled. Oh that, yes I did. Would you like to see why I broke up with her? It provides context. She's in the hallway, isn't she? The other officer glanced back. Yeah, she's out there with her sister. Great, please come watch this. I queued up Exhibit A, the test.mp4 on my living room TV. I hit play. The officers watched. Maya's flirting, me backing away, the lunge, me shoving her off, Alara bursting out cackling, you passed! Officer Nolan's face was unreadable. His partner was actively trying not to laugh. So, just to be clear, Officer Nolan said, turning to me. She tested you. Her sister tried to kiss you. You pushed her away, and your ex-girlfriend is upset that you broke up with her over it? And that I filmed it, I added. But she was filming it too, for fun, I guess. And now she's claiming I'm threatening her, I finished. Officer Nolan sighed, a deep, tired sigh. He walked to the door and opened it. Ma'am? Alara and Maya were standing there looking smug. He's fine. Your ex-boyfriend is fine. He is calmly packing your things, including your medication, which is right here, he said, pointing to the bag I'd packed. This is a civil matter. It is his residence. He's allowing you to take your things right now. We will stand by while you do. The color drained from Alara's face. But he threatened me. He's a psycho. Ma'am, we've seen the video, the officer said flatly. The one you staged. You can either take your belongings and go, or we can cite you for misuse of emergency services. Your choice. I've never seen someone deflate so fast. For the next 30 minutes, I sat on my couch drinking coffee while Alara and Maya had to haul 20 boxes and 8 garbage bags of her stuff out of my condo, all under the watchful eyes of 2 cops. When they got the last box, Alara looked at me. Her eyes were just empty. All the performance was gone. You'll regret this, Reese. You'll be hearing from our lawyer. Cool, I said. Tell him I've got the video evidence ready. They left. The cops gave me a nod. Good luck, man. I've changed my number. I've blocked all of them on every platform. But I know she's not done. You'll be hearing from our lawyer. Sounds like a promise. Update 2. It's been 3 weeks. I thought the lawyer threat was just her final empty shot. I was wrong. I got a letter. Not just any letter. A thick, cream-colored envelope with an embossed letterhead. Vance, Henderson & Associates, LLP. It's Mr. Vance's accounting firm. The letter, it wasn't from a lawyer. It was from Mrs. Vance, on company letterhead. She's the office manager there. It was 3 pages of the most unhinged, entitled nonsense I have ever read. It claimed I had entered into an implied domestic partnership with Alara, and as such, I had unlawfully evicted her. My covert recording was a clear violation of her privacy and constituted electronic harassment. My actions, sending the video to them, breaking up with her, had caused Alara severe emotional distress, anxiety, and reputational damage. The predatory nature of my surveillance suggested a disturbed character, and they were concerned I had other recordings. And then, the demands. In order to settle this matter amicably and avoid legal escalation, I was to pay Alara a one-time relocation and distress sum of $15,000. Pay for 1 year of Alara's therapy, an attached quote was for $12,000. Surrender all copies of the video, including the other footage I'd alluded to, and sign a legally binding NDA. Provide a written apology to Alara, Maya, and the Vance family. If I failed to agree to these terms within 10 business days, they would be forced to pursue all legal remedies, including civil action and reporting my activities to the authorities. I just laughed. I laughed for a solid 5 minutes. They weren't just entitled, they were stupid. Using a registered accounting firm's letterhead to send a personal extortion letter? That's not just unethical, it's monumentally idiotic. Mrs. Vance had just handed me the grenade and the pin, but it got worse. The new narrative had started. A mutual friend, Ben, called me. He sounded nervous. "Hey Reese, man, I don't believe this crap, but you need to hear what Alara is telling people." The new story. I was the villain. I was obsessive and controlling. I groomed Maya. Alara had become suspicious of my unhealthy interest in her sister. The test was no longer a loyalty test for me. It was a sting operation, set up by Alara to catch me being a predator. She was now the long-suffering victim who had bravely exposed me, and I had retaliated by doctoring the footage and kicking her out. This was different. This wasn't just a breakup. This was defamation, slander. This could affect my job, my life. They weren't trying to get back at me. They were trying to destroy me. All my hesitation vanished. They wanted a war? Fine, but I wasn't bringing a knife. I was bringing a spreadsheet. I consulted a real lawyer, not an accountant. I showed him the letter from Vance, Henderson and Associates. His eyes lit up. "Oh my, this is a gift." He confirmed what I thought. One-party consent state, my home, I'm clear. Their letter is attempted extortion. The slander is actionable. He said, "You can crush them. What do you want to do?" I thought about it. I didn't want their money. I didn't want to go to court. I just wanted them to stop, to leave me alone. Forever. "I want to send one final response," I said. He smiled. "Let's draft it." We spent an afternoon putting together a package. It was beautiful. We sent a new email to Mr. Vance at vancehenderson.com, Mrs. Vance at vanderson.com, Cisa Henderson at Vance Henner Partner, BC Senior Partner. Subject, formal response to your demand letter, dated date. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Vance, we are in receipt of your letter, dated date, which was sent on Vance Henderson and Associates, LLP letterhead. Let's be unequivocally clear. All your financial demands are rejected. Your claims of unlawful eviction, harassment, and privacy violation are baseless. This is a one-party consent jurisdiction, and this is my private residence. Miss Vance was a guest with no tenancy rights, a fact she is well aware of. Your attempt to extort $27,000 from me using your accounting firm's official letterhead is unethical, potentially illegal, and has been noted by my counsel. I'm sure Mr. Henderson will be interested in this new advisory service your firm is offering. You have also, in the past week, begun a targeted campaign of defamation, falsely accusing me of predatory behavior and criminal grooming. This stops now. You seem to believe I doctored the footage. I assure you the raw files are intact. In fact, I have more of them. Attached, please find 3 additional files for your review. Exhibit B, the conspiracy. MP4. A candid conversation between your daughters, Alara and Maya, from 3 days before the test. They are heard planning the entire event, including Maya's role, and Alara's plan to play the victim for social media content if I failed. Exhibit C, theft and slander. MP4. Footage of Alara alone in my living room, stealing my property and hiding it in her luggage. This is the same item she knowingly and falsely accused my cleaner, Maria, of stealing. Exhibit D, financial deception. MP4. A phone call between Alara and Mrs. Vance. Alara is heard describing her plan to commit fraud by claiming she needs utility money from me to pay off her secret credit card debt, referring to me as her useful idiot. This is my one and only counteroffer. You will immediately cease and desist all contact. You will immediately retract, to all parties, the defamatory predator narrative you have been spreading. You will never, ever, contact me, my friends, or my place of employment again. If I hear so much as a whisper of this slander, or if I receive one more communication from any of you, I will, without further warning, file a civil suit for defamation, slander per se, and attempted extortion. File a police report against Alara for theft and fraud. File a police report against you, Mrs. Vance, for your role in the attempted extortion. Provide all footage to Maria so she can pursue her own case for slander. Send these files to your entire extended family, all of Alara's social media followers, and every partner at Mr. Henderson's firm. This is not a test. This is a data-driven conclusion. You created this pattern. I am merely showing you the results. You have 24 hours to confirm in writing your total compliance. Signed, Risso Muller's name. I hit send. And for the first time in 3 weeks, I turned my phone off. Final update. It's been 2 months. I'm writing this for closure, for all of you who followed this dumpster fire. The 24-hour deadline passed with silence. Terrified, deafening silence. I didn't get a written confirmation. I got something better. About 36 hours after I sent the email, I got a call from an unknown number. I let it go to voicemail. The message was 10 seconds long. Riss, it's Arthur Vance. Please, call me. I just need to talk. His voice was broken. All the bluster from my doorstep was gone. I had my lawyer call him back. My lawyer said the conversation was illuminating. Mr. Henderson, the senior partner, had apparently called Mr. Vance into his office an hour after my email. The meeting was not about accounting. Mr. Vance was given two options: fix his family or find a new firm. Mrs. Vance was fired immediately for cause: misuse of company property, attempted extortion, and conduct unbecoming. Her leave of absence was a fiction for the gossip mill. Mr. Vance, it turned out, was livid. Not at me, at his wife and daughters. He had been told the Predator story too. He had no idea about the theft, the conspiracy, or the financial fraud. He definitely didn't know his wife was on the phone with Alara, co-signing her plan to defraud me. Exhibit D had apparently destroyed him. My lawyer said Mr. Vance just kept repeating, "I didn't know, I didn't know." The retraction came not 24 hours later. Ben, my mutual friend, called me. "Dude, this is nuts. Alara just posted the weirdest, most groveling apology in our group chat. Said she had a bad breakup and said things about Reese that were completely untrue and slanderous, and that she was deeply sorry for spreading lies out of anger. Then she left the chat. What did you do?" I just told him. I presented the facts. But what about Alara and Maya? This part I got from Ben, who got it from a cousin who knows Maya. The Vance household imploded. Mr. Vance apparently went home and held a family meeting. He played all the videos. Exhibit A, B, C, and D. Maya, seeing the conspiracy clip, apparently broke down and admitted everything, turning on Alara and her mom. She'd just been a follower, caught up in their toxic games. Alara and Mrs. Vance apparently doubled down, attacking Mr. Vance for siding with a stranger and ruining their family. Mr. Vance gave them an ultimatum: get therapy and fix this, or get out. Alara and Mrs. Vance left. They're apparently staying with Mrs. Vance's sister 2 states away. They are, from what I hear, toxic and victims to anyone who will listen, but their audience is small. Mr. Vance and Maya are reportedly still at the house in counseling. And the best part? 2 weeks ago, a certified check arrived at my condo. It was for $5,000. The memo line? For Maria. It was from Arthur Vance. I drove to Maria's house. I told her I had something for her. I sat in her kitchen and explained that my ex-girlfriend was a thief and a liar and had blamed her for something she did. Then I gave her the check. I've never seen someone cry like that. She's not my cleaner anymore. She retired. With that money, she's visiting her family back home, a trip she's been putting off for 10 years. That was justice. As for me, I'm good. My condo is quiet. I've deleted the videos from my cloud, and the hard drive they're on is in a safe deposit box. A trust but verify insurance policy. My life is back to being data-driven, but in a good way. The patterns are calm. I never heard from any of them again. The test was a game they've been playing all their lives. They just never planned on playing it against someone who keeps meticulous records. They played a stupid game. They didn't just win a stupid prize, they lost everything. Cool.